Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So each day we are rebuilding a new team of the 4-team trade that went down that sent James Harden over to the Brooklyn Nets. At this point, it's pretty old news, but we now look at the Houston Rockets. We've done the Brooklyn Nets, we've done the Cleveland Cavaliers. Houston, we ain't got no problems no more, man. Like, James Harden's off the team. I feel like I've rebuilt this team like 200 times this year just based off speculation and rumors and stuff like that. But they now have Victor OLADIPO. At least at the making this video, there is talks that he wants to play for the Miami Heat. I don't know how much total truth there is to that. Sometimes, things can kind of like blown out of proportion. But regardless, OLADIPO at the making of this video is still on the team. Although with my luck, I'll probably upload this and 2 seconds later, he will get traded away, man. So for today's video, we are going to be rebuilding this new look Houston Rockets team. They got all these draft picks now. They got some really solid players. I mean, damn, 5 years ago, you're going to say this is a championship team, with like John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. Obviously, if OLADIPO in his prime too, and Christian Wood would have been like 18. So probably not those guys, but you know what I'm saying, man. Like, there is some real potential talent on this team. So we got John Wall, who's actually been off to a really nice start this season. We got OLADIPO, who obviously, was injured last season, came back in the bubble and wasn't quite himself yet, but I just feel like being just in a new place. He's healthy now. This backcourt has a lot of high potential. Defensively, offensively, I love it, man. You got Christian Wood, who is looking like, in my opinion, the most improved player. There's only one other guy that I can really think of, and he plays for the Pistons, Jeremy Grant. Yes, it can be a battle. The guy, the guy that should have been with the Pistons and the guy that's on the Pistons, although ultimately we should have kept Christian Wood. Wish we would have, man, but you know what? It's neither here nor there. We got Boogie Cousins, who at this point in his career is a shell of his former self, but it's still still a good player, still talented. You got Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, Ben McLemore, Daniel House, guys like that, man. So, and plus we got all those picks. So we got to get heavy going on this rebuild, and the first thing that I am going to be doing is I'm going to be switching. Where's he at, man? Yeah, I'm going to be switching Christian Wood to the starting power forward of this team. I simply like him more as a power forward than I do a center, and he goes up to an 86 overall, which is actually how he's been kind of playing as of late. So we're going to do that right away. Kind of cool with that. PJ, I'm going to put him probably as like a primary small forward, actually. Let's get away from the small ball stuff. Like, we don't need it no more. Primary small forward, secondary power forward. Have him out there for his defense and everything. OLADIPO shooting guard, point guard, good with that. And, DeMarcus Cousins center, also put him as a secondary power forward. Sure, why not? Alrighty, so I think for this season, we're gonna, actually for my starting five, I want to go with PJ Tucker as the starter right there, man. We're gonna roll with this starting five and see how they do. Now, beyond that, is there anybody I really want to trade right now to maybe get some younger assets? Because I feel like that's kind of the wave with this team, is that you have guys that are, past their prime, but still good players. But we all know 3 or 4 years down the road, this team is just going to be completely different. So I think now is the time maybe to go in on some guys that could be some future pieces to the squad. I mean, Chris Clemens, I like him a lot. Maybe he'll do decent out there. Kenny Martin Jr. has obviously got some potential. He's only a 67 overall though. But, honestly, let's look at some contracts here. I don't think there's anybody I really want to go for right now. I'd rather just build some of this via the draft and be good to go with that. We got some expiring deals out here. So yeah, man. I don't really see anything too crazy to do at this moment. So let's get our starting five going there. Keep on trying to put Daniel House up in there. And we'll kind of rock it with that. So we got Eric Gordon as a 6 man. I'm cool with that. As far as a backup center, we got Rodians. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So let's trade for a backup center real quick here. I know Wood or DeMarcus could both be on the court at all times. But at this point, I'm done with the small ball stuff. And DeMarcus could get injured. Not in here because, trades are turned off. But I'm not trades. Injuries are turned off. But let's do a trade of Duwaba and I guess Dante Exum and see if there's some biters out there for those guys. We got the Bulls. So we got some, those are centers. So there we go. We got centers offered up, man. Bismack Biyombo, that's kind of interesting. Vernon Carey Jr. See, I like this right here. We get rid of a second-round pick with Vernon Carey. Yeah, he was basically a first-round draft pick, second pick in the second round. So I like his game a lot. That's somebody that we could really develop over the years. And then Bismack just gives us a good, solid, hustle guy off the bench. So right away, I'm going to do this trade. Just makes a lot of sense to me. So there we go. Bismack Biyombo on the team. Once again, there you go, PJ. And yes, I'm going to go with probably a pretty small, we'll go with a 9-man rotation. We'll give Chris Clemens some runs out there. Ben McLemore, he's 74 overall. I really don't care all that much. Move down Daniel House in the rotation. And yeah, let's get our starters playing some heavy minutes. I know we got some injury-prone guys up in here, but like I said, man, it's 2K, so I ain't worried about it. Get you at 30. DeMarcus Cousins right there. And then, yeah, Christian Wood's been insane this season. He'll play a lot of minutes. Get these guys up a little bit more. All right. it's pretty good for a rotation. It's a very good, let's run it out and see what happens type of team, right, man? That we can kind of go from there. So let's also go to the shooting tendencies and make sure these guys are shooting like we want them to shoot. So Christian Wood, I want his shooting tendency up. That just means he's going to take more jump shots. People will tell me this is cheating. It's definitely not cheating. It's just like catering your offense to how you think they should be run. I mean, why would you have a guy with like a 40 shot tendency, but you want him to be a bigger part of your offense, right? So I don't really think it's cheating. It's just kind of like catering the offense how you should run out there, which is completely fine if you ask me. Boogie Cousins will take his down a little bit. I mean, I want him to be like the fourth option of this team. PJ Tucker, I actually want him shooting like some corner threes and stuff, so we want this up a little bit. Let's get him to like a 65. That should be fine, you know, assuming he's open and stuff. So, yeah, that should be good to go. Vernon Carey's at a 95. I don't know what's up with that, but if the dude wants to shoot off the bench, that's completely fine, man. So, yeah, he'll be down here to develop. I don't have G League turned on because it always, like, glitches out my game, so I can't, like, put him in the G League or anything, which kind of sucks, so hopefully he just naturally progresses. But beyond that, we are good for this first season, man. Not a ton of moves to be made, obviously. 7-second offense, I'm still cool with that. Steven Silas as the coach, sure, bro, we'll stick it out with him. A+ offense, B defense, this is fantastic. But let's just go ahead and simulate this first NBA season, see what happens, and see if we can make the playoffs. I think we're definitely a playoff team in the Western Conference. Okay, so a record of 49-32, which I think is kind of like best case scenario. That's assuming John Wall continues playing like a near all-star. Oladipo is, you know, looking better than ever. Wood continues playing like the most improved player. I think that's fair to say, man. So we got one more game here against the Memphis Grizzlies, simulate their day. Now, keep in mind, we are in a shorter season, by the way, 72 games. So, yeah, I mean, you got to, like, put that into perspective, which I cannot do because 2K does not want to update their schedule. We got LeBron MVP. There's the rest of the stats. Christian Wood, most improved player. There we have, man, 25 points, 14 rebounds per game, and about 2 blocks. Now, he only shot 32% from 3. Like, I mean, he's usually, like, hit or miss from 3. Like, he's consistently, inconsistently consistent. If that makes sense. It doesn't after I just said that, but maybe somebody out there can decipher that. But we do got Christian making the All-NBA third team, so that is really, really cool to see for him. Despite the differences with the Pistons, it's like, hey, I'm still happy for the guy. Like, I'm happy he made a name for himself out there. But we are the 4th seed in the Western Conference, which, you know, with the man James Harden, like, going over to a different conference and everything, I mean, I feel like the Western Conference is a bit weaker now. It obviously is, right? But player stats on the season, we know Wood's stat line. So we got John Wall at 19 points, 9 assists per game. Oladipo at 17 and 5. DeMarcus at 14 and 10. Very curious what type of contracts he's going to be asking for. I'm going to guess DeMarcus will not be back on this team, though, for at least for me next season, because he's going to ask for way too much money. And yeah, I'm not going to be willing to give it to him. Even like Bismack Biyombo, like, I'm fine with him being like the starting center, I guess. You know, just like being like that guy on the inside, that's fine as long as it's for the right price tag. But Vernon Carey's also to a 72 overall. Also, that's nice that he won it by 2 points. But here we go, man. First round, Portland Trailblazers. Simulate through date right here. And, oh, I guess we're just going to do one game at a time, Crispy. Simulate round. No, yeah, okay, that's fine. Simulate round. And we get them in a 7-game series, so that's nice to see. 25 points for both backcourt players. PJ Tucker, 17 points for him on 5 for 11. You know, probably from all corner threes, of course. Next up, we got the 8 Golden State Warriors. Simulate round right here. And we lose to them in a 7-game series, man. So, which feels about right. I mean, Klay Thompson's healthy for this. He also traded for Buddy Hield. So, yeah, for some reason, the injuries are only updated for some players in this game. I don't really get it. But the Warriors do win it all as the 8th seed. Welcome to 2K, guys. But we move on to the next season. At this point, I don't even really look at the seeding all that much. But let's go to staff signing, make sure we're still good with our head coach right here. Yes, we are. Get ourselves, you know, a good scout because we do have so many draft picks. We want a guy that can be around for a while and develop these guys, right, man? And yes, we will go to the draft lot. I guess we're past the draft lottery. Do we have any top picks? Not looking like it. We don't have any picks. Is that correct? Rockets. Unless I'm just like dyslexic or something, but it looks like we have no picks, man. Yeah, because we got picks for James Harden. Huh. Maybe they don't start till next season or something. I don't really know. We're going to go to the NBA draft just in case, though. There's very well I was just blind right there, too. But do we have the first pick in the draft? Yeah, do we have the first pick? Come on, man. Give me that first pick. Who has? Oh, the Knicks are on the clock. Okay, we did not have any draft picks that first season. Well, that kind of sucks. But it's all good, too, man. It's all good. We don't need those dang draft picks anyway. Team player options. Chris is back. Rodians can walk. We got just Sean Tate. He can walk, although he's probably a good player that I just don't know about. Every team has guys like that where, like, a rebuilder will drop them, and then you know, everybody else just, and then like the fans are like, hey, man, what are you doing? That's how I was last year with Bruce Brown. So on the Pistons. Moratorium period. So money-wise, Oladipo wants a contract about $23 million a season. That's fair. I'm not mad about that contract. And then Boogie Cousins wants $15 million, which I guess is kind of understandable, but not really what I'm willing to pay him. I'd much rather get like Hassan for like $10 million and have him be like an inside player. So I do want to get Oladipo back. Like I said, there's still a chance he might just go to like the Heat. But hey, maybe he's happy with how this team kind of turned out this season, right? Melo back on the Rockets, man. A lot more shots to be had there. But no, let me give a contract to Hassan. Or do I want to go with LaMarcus Aldridge on like a 1-year deal? No, because if I put him at power forward, I got to put Christian Wood back at center, then his rating's going to go down. So we're not going to do that. Hassan Whiteside, $11 million. That's not a bad contract. I mean, he's only getting paid $1 million right now, so I guess in that regard, it's a bad contract. But then also have to renounce rates on Victor Oladipo. Ugh. Yeah, what if I renounce rates on all of these guys? Then can I get... Okay, I still cannot avoid doing... Okay, so we are going to let Hassan Whiteside walk away. Plain and simple. Okay, that's fine. Let's get Depot on this team. There we go. Signed up. Let's get our moratorium period. See what the money situation is. So we got a little something out there to work with. We could get JaVale McGee on a pretty cheap contract. Let's go with him. I like that. I mean, obviously DeMarcus Cousins is like a better player and stuff, but it is what it is. Man. Okay, so I feel like our team's not really gotten better, though. I feel like we're not really a better team. So we might have to do some trades up in here, man. Trade some of those draft picks or something. Maybe improve the small forward position. I think that's probably our route. I'm going to go ahead and simulate 2 at the beginning of the regular season, see how things are looking. But, you know, we have a lot of money tied up in some other guys, you know, like John Wall's contract and everything. So that kind of sucks. We just paid Victor Oladipo a little bit of money. So, yeah, we'll see what things are looking like. We'll do some trades from there, hopefully. Okay, so this is our team as of right now. Wood is now to an 88 overall player, so that is nice to see. Bench unit, you know, kind of, it's fine. We are definitely going to have to do something out to make some noise because it looks like PJ Tucker also retired from basketball. So, yeah, this is kind of a tough rebuild. Like, I didn't really realize, like, their contract situation. But now that I think about it, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I mean, $44 million for John Wall is a lot of money. It's a lot of money, plain and simple. So, yeah, we're still, like, have this as, like, our main 3 right here. But let's see what we can do. I'm going to trade Daniel House away. And, you know, Eric Gordon, too, man. Maybe I should have got rid of him because I would have freed up a little bit of money. But, you know, we'll trade him now and just see what's offered up for us. And we got Kyle Anderson, he'd be a nice little addition. We got Derek Favors. At this point, it'd be nice just to get away from Eric Gordon's contract. So if we can just like get some expiring deals, that'd be great. Draymond, 77 overall. He's on a 3-year or 2-year deal though, so not really loving that. What is Kyle Anderson's contract? Does he have a team or player option? If he has no option, I will probably do this trade. So no option for him. Tyus Jones, no option. Got to give up one of the pick swaps in 2025. I'm fine with that. Not really that big a deal. We get 77 overall Kyle Anderson, who I like quite a bit. Tyus Jones would be a nice backup point guard for this team. So we'll do that. That frees up some money for next offseason. So that's cool. I'm still not in love with, I mean, JaVale McGee did go down in rating a little bit. So, man, I feel like I want him as like a backup center. So I guess we'll try to trade Vernon Carey. Maybe we'll get something back for him. Tossing Kendrick Williams. Okay, we cannot do that. None of those guys. Okay, none of those guys, man, we can trade away. I guess Kenyon Martin, and we'll do another first-round pick, although I'm not expecting much of anything in this case. I cannot trade, so there we'll go do that one, I suppose. So we got Daniel Gafford, Peyton Pritchard, Grant Williams. Not a bad little trade right there. Desmond Bane, I like him a lot. First-round pick, Cody Martin. Definitely not much for, like, needle movers right here, though, guys, for sure. So I think we're definitely going to have to do another season in this rebuild, man. Not liking these trades, not worth giving up a first-round pick for. So, yeah, we'll have some more money freed up. But once again, like I said, like the contract situation in John Wall is really going to hurt us. But Anderson should be a nice little addition. I actually like him in this lineup. And then JaVale McGee will be fine for right now. And, yeah, we have a billion, like, point guards on this team, bro. We are literally like the Cleveland Cavaliers of point guards. But that's okay. That's okay, man. Christian Wood is going to lead us to this promised land, playing 40 minutes a game. Get you right there. Depot playing a bit more. You know, we got to get these guys under their contract money out there. So they'll be playing a lot. And at this point, let's give off some minutes to Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. I suppose you get a healthy 4 minutes per game. Keep Giannis. And I suppose what we can do, too, is Tyus Jones, how tall is he? 6 foot. This is the smallest backcourt in NBA history. We put him at shooting guard for Chris Clemens, I suppose. But all right, man, let's go ahead and simulate this next season. I'm not expecting a great record. We did get worse. We definitely got worse. But, you you know, sometimes that happens, man. Sometimes teams take a step back. You got to regather yourself and see what happens. And yeah, man, go from there. Okay, so the team surprisingly did a lot better than I thought, man. 56-25, that good old 2K simulation for you. I'm going to chalk it up to Christian Wood having an MVP caliber season, and, you know, Anderson being a good addition, bench unit being fine. And I guess maybe Victor Oladipo being a little bit more comfortable within the team and his role and stuff like that, I suppose. I guess that's just how I'm going to turn it. Simulate through day, finished with a W on the season, man. LeBron James as MVP. Cade as Rookie of the Year. D Rose as 6th man on the Pistons. Isaac Okongwu, JB Bickerstaff right there. Okay, so All-NBA first, All-NBA second, All-NBA third, with Christian Wood making that now to an 89 overall. This guy is breaking out into superstar mode. And we are the first seed, man. Definitely was not expecting that. But, hey, the coach was like an A-plus coach. So we got Wood at 28-15. Oh, my God, man. Yeah, when you see that, yeah. 21 for John Wall, 9 assists. Depot at 19-5. Vernon Carey, I am happy we kept him. 12.6 rebounds off the bench. Bro, you definitely starting next season, man, if you're doing that. Chris Clemens was decent at 11 points off the bench. JaVale McGee was fine. Anderson, 6-6-4. We'll probably look for an improvement at the small forward spot this offseason, though, with having a little bit more money freed up. So it's going to be interesting, guys. Let's go ahead and simulate these playoffs, see what happens. See if we can, you know, get to the NBA Finals again and not lose to the 8th seed. But close out game 3, 1, 5, and 6. We got 20 for Clemens, 19-15 for Christian Wood. Next up, we got them Pelicans right there, and they beat us 4-1. So, I mean, like I said, I don't really pay too much attention to the regular record, like the regular season record in this game, because it never really makes a difference. So I knew going into this, that's like, we still need things to be done right here. So let's go to the NBA draft. Hopefully we have a draft pick this time from somebody's draft pick. And yo, we got the third pick. Yo, we got the third pick in the draft, man. That is the stuff I am talking about, man. We got the, okay, Patrick Baldwin. He must be a real person, because I remember before, in my last video, he like freaking destroyed my team. So Patrick Baldwin, who I believe is like a damn superstar in this game, we are definitely going to sign him up, because we need a small forward so bad. 7'8" wingspan, 6'10". Oh my God. Yes, we are 1,000,000,000% getting Patrick Baldwin as our small forward for this team. Very happy about that. We also have back-to-back picks right there, so we can probably trade these and get like some assets too, because I don't really need, you know, both these picks. Damn, we got 3 picks right here, guys. Let's trade them all, see what we get. Lauri Markkanen and Cody Zeller, I don't mind it. Jarrett Allen and Jetty Osman. Ooh, we could get Paul George, man. We could get Paul George. Oh my God. There's Gordon Hayward, Devontae Graham, Rudy Gobert. I do kind of need a center, like a starting center, so that kind of fixes that. Okay, we got De'Aaron Fox, Draymond Green. Nice, nice. I like it, I like it. Oh, man, okay. Yes, like, we already got our pick, so I'm happy with that. So, Paul George. Okay, if we put Paul George, he's on a 2-year deal, put him at the small forward spot, we'll get Dwight Powell, potentially could be our starting center. Patrick Baldwin comes off the bench. He's only a rookie, so we can kind of, you know, earn his stripes out there. Then in a few seasons, Paul George is gone, and he's ready to start. Or we could just go with Rudy Gobert, but I think Rudy Gobert is overpaid, not going to lie. This is nice right here too, man. You know, older Gordon Hayward, Devontae Graham for the bench unit, an 85 and an 80. You know what, man? Give me Paul George. Give me Paul George. It's a lot of picks, but I mean, it's the 21st and 27th pick. Yes, they're first rounders, but they're later first rounders. They're not lottery picks, and we give up a swap, man. I'm doing this. I'm getting Paul George here, guys. Yes, sir, man. Playoff P, guys. Welcome to Houston. Welcome to Houston. Welcome to Houston. All right, this team is going to be potentially amazing. And we get Baldwin, 80 overall player, will be a great 6-man. John Wall accepted this player option, no surprise there. Kenny Martin Jr., not really using them, so I guess we'll get him back. Why not? We're not really going to have a lot of money to do anything else, though. So I'm just going to point that out there real quick. Hopefully Chris Clemens accepts his, you know, player option. Let's make sure we have no guys that we have bird rights to. Yeah, Anderson can walk. Tyus Jones can walk. Chris Clemens, he is restricted, but I'll give him a little contract. Why not, man? We'll get him a little money right here. Should be fine. Okay, I think we are good. I'm going to go ahead and simulate 2 at the beginning of the regular season. Okay, so here is the team going into the final season of this rebuild, guys. We got John Wall, Oladipo, Paul George, Christian Wood, and Vernon Carey is going to be getting that start at center. I was very impressed with him last season. Bench, we got Patrick Baldwin, future starter of this team, obviously. Chris Clemens and Dwight Powell for a tight 8-man rotation right there, man. We got some other guys up in here, too, just in case you need them, but This has got to be a championship team. If everything can come together, should be a championship team. Let's go ahead and simulate this season, guys, and see what happens. Okay, so sometimes you do things in life. Sometimes you sign certain guys. It sounds like a good idea, and it backfires tremendously, man. 44-37 on the season, our worst season of this entire rebuild. Pandemic B, I don't know what's up with you, bro. Why are you bringing me down like this, man? I was so hyped by this rebuild. And now we just did man, I thought you were going to be like this missing scoring piece. Like this second go-to scoring option. You know, with Depot being the third guy, John Wall being the playmaker, Christian would be number one option, bro. It went bad. It went really south here, guys. But hey, like I said, it is the regular season. It is the regular season. So what's Christian Wood at? Now to a 90 overall player. 96 overall for James Harden on the Nets, by the way, bro. It is the regular season, so I cannot get too down about it. We've seen the 8 seed win the championship in these videos already, man. So let's go to the player stats, see how things are looking. What went wrong? Christian Wood, 21 points, 18 for Paul George. Could have played a little better, 42% field goal percentage. Yikes. Okay, yeah. I mean, not very good consistency. Vernon Carey was the third leading scorer. I don't think anybody expected that, but there he is. He does have that 95 shot tendency that I probably should have lowered. Patrick Baldwin, now to an 85 overall after his first season as a 6-man. Almost want to start him now, guys. I almost want to start him now going into these playoffs. And you know what? I'm pulling the trigger. I'm doing it, man. Okay, so what we're going to do first going into these playoffs is we are going to be lowering tremendously Vernon Carey shooting. You should not have a 99 shot tendency. Shame on you 2K for giving that to that man. It's going down. It's going down, man. So you're going to go right there. And then we are going to be running a lineup, our death lineup, guys. Christian Wood right there. Paul George at power forward. How tall is Baldwin? Is he 7 foot? 6'10". We will put him at power forward and run our death lineup here, man, going into these playoffs. It might fail tremendously. And I guess apparently Dwight Powell and Vernon Carey will have to... No, we'll give some minutes here to Kenyon Martin Jr. He deserves it, man. He's a baller, right? He's a baller. Okay. Here we go. Death lineup. Is it going to lead to a championship? Probably not. We're probably going to get swept in the first round. Simulate round, man. Yo, what's up? Oh, man. Yo, what's up, Patrick Baldwin? Simulate round. Yo, what's up, Patrick Baldwin? Okay, we got next round. Son of a bitch, come on, man. You ruined the joke, Ronnie. Come on now, man. We were supposed to win the finals. It was meant to be. It was meant to be in that case. Oh, man. Okay. 100K, okay. Charlotte Hornets, okay. Yo, I wanted the Hornets to win the man. Come on now. Yo, was it LaMelo in the finals? Had to have been, right? LaMelo, Zach LaVine, interesting team, guys. Alrighty, so we did not win a championship this video, but I think the team is still in a really good place. Obviously, you know, Paul George, he's got, after this season, will have 1 year left on his deal, so I don't think that was, like, that bad of a move, really. I mean, it was, I guess maybe if you wanted to, like, get, like, assets and stuff going forward, sure, why not? But we ended up getting Baldwin with the second pick in the draft. Was not expecting that at all in this rebuild. Wood played amazingly. So, the John Wall, Victor Oladipo backcourt, it was fine. I didn't think it was, like, anything too special, but it was fine, man. Like, it was a very expensive backcourt, to say the least. But when you have great contracts like Christian Wood's, that's okay. You can overpay other guys if you have other guys that are playing at, you know, extremely low value and stuff, right, man? So, that's all we got for today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace out, my friends.